'tis I. Today's video is gonna be something a little different. We are gonna be doing a response commentary, which, is pretty normal for me. But what's not normal is that it's a response commentary on a Twitter thread. And because that would usually get very confusing, especially for the people who are not watching the video and are instead listening, I decided to make a short 3-minute video basically compiling this Twitter thread into a short video, and the lines in the thread are being read by my brother. So I basically have that video, and I'm going to react and respond, not react, but respond to that video that I made of that Twitter thread. So basically, it's going to be a response video style commentary on a Twitter thread. This Twitter thread is about the artist known as Lavendertowne. You've probably heard of her. She's very iconic. She is really popular in the art community on YouTube. She's one of the bigger names. But people don't really like her content. There's kind of people nowadays that are starting to kind of get a little pissy about her content, especially the, do this, not that videos, which, whatever, have your own opinion. I don't see an issue with them, but, have your own opinion. If you think they're annoying and wrong, then go ahead. There is nothing stopping you from believing that. But, now people are trying to call her racist, and, I guess lesbophobic. You've probably heard the lesbophobic claims somewhere before, especially if you're on the good old Twitter.com, which, of course, is where I found this Twitter thread. But there was a whole bunch of shit. If you follow me on Twitter if you don't, you probably saw that I quote tweeted a, Twitter thread. That Twitter thread is what we're going to be going through, so you probably already know what's to come if you have clicked on that thread and read it. Since my brother is contributing to this video, his YouTube channel will be linked in the description, and also the original Twitter thread will also be linked in the description. So without further ado, let's get into it, people. List of weird stuff Lavendertowne has done. This is not a complete list, but when I find weird things, I'll put them here. This is mainly for myself. If it's mainly for yourself, then literally just make, a notes app thing. You don't have to make it public, especially if you're trying to straight up fucking cancel a popular YouTuber. Made a pickle with these skin colors as the only options. So, fun fact, I actually have experience in making pickloos. I've made a few, none of them are public, but I made a, nearly finished pickloo, right? Do you know how hard it is to make a pickloo? Probably fucking not. But, yeah, it is extremely fucking difficult to make a pickloo, and fun fact, when it comes to face accessories like scars or, things that involve the skin, it is very hard to make sure that those scars and all those different things, all those different overlays, work with every single skin tone. So the more skin tones you have, not only is putting those skin tones in generally just hard, especially with the language barrier that somebody who does not speak Japanese and a Japanese website, on top of that, there's also that you need to make sure that scar looks good with every single skin tone, meaning that might limit the amount of skin tones you can have to save yourself some fucking time. Are you literally telling me that Lavendertowne has to fucking work so much harder to make sure everything is perfect just for you specifically because you think that the skin tones aren't good enough? I personally don't like it when, pickloos have, white, and then, pale, and then slightly tan, and then that's it. But that's not this. There is very light, medium, dark, there is a better selection than in a lot of Pikwoos. Sure, there are a lot of Pikwoos that have very, very good skin tone selections, but those people work extremely hard to make sure that all the assets work with all the skin tones and that all that blah blah blah. But Lavendertowne probably doesn't have the fucking time for that. Like, what, like, bro, stop being a fucking Pikwoo Karen and calm down. Lavendertowne is a full-time fucking YouTuber from what I know. And she spends a lot of time, from what I know, working and doing shit. So she can't spend days upon days upon days upon days making a perfect Pikwoo just for you. Like, are you, like, this is peak entitlement, I swear. Oh no, they didn't put enough skin tones. Okay, at least there was a selection of skin tones that'll actually, work. Unlike some Pikwoos that just have, like, 3 skin tones, and all of them are, like, just like, pale, slightly tan, slightly tanner. Like, that's not this. I'd understand if you were a little upset, but first of all, it's not, upset enough to put in a fucking call-out post. And second of all, it's, like, why aren't you calling out a shit ton of other Pikwoo creators? Fuck, call me out. Look at the skin tone selection I had. Like, I swear, these people are so fucking entitled, thinking that they can just demand people to do whatever they want just because they fucking think that they're the center of the universe, and it is so annoying. Oh my god, so when I recorded that last bit of audio, I suspected this, but I didn't fully consider the option. That Pikwoo was supposed to be done in 24 fucking hours. Are you fucking kidding me? That gives Lavendertowne even more of an excuse. Sure, you can argue, oh, diversity should be blah blah blah, you should put effort into it. But this was a Pikwoo that was supposed to be made in 24 fucking hours. Now, I, as somebody who's made a Pikwoo not even half as good as Lavendertowne's, and it took me over 3 days. So, you're expecting, on top of all the work that Lavendertowne is doing, probably on top of a shit ton of other projects she has going on, because she's a fucking artist with a fucking life who needs to make a fucking income, you are gonna, like, expect them to put, like, a bajillion skin tones in there in 24 hours with, a life. Like, she can't just spend her entire life just working on this goddamn Pikwoo, especially a Pikwoo that was supposed to be a 24-hour challenge. Oh my god. I literally, out of curiosity, because I had a suspicion that it was one of those 24-hour, things, and I straight up looked it up on YouTube, Lavendertowne Pikwoo. That's all you need to look up. And the title is literally, I made a Pikwoo in 24 hours. This literally, oh my god, I sound pissed, but this is because I hate people who are so fucking entitled that they think that they get to boss people around and tell people what they have to do with their time. There was nothing harmful about this specific one Pikwoo not having enough skin tones for you. If you don't like the Pikwoo, don't use the Pikwoo.
She whitewashed the character, but only in her thumbnail.
That is in fact not whitewashing, and is in fact a brightly colored filter put on the whole drawing. Every single color in that section of the thumbnail is brighter and more vibrant than the actual video. This isn't a case of whitewashing. Hell, you don't even have any proof that this character is meant to be a person of color. You are literally assuming this character's race for the sake of trying to cancel this artist.
Whitewashed a fans OC, which was a big fiasco a while back, if I recall correctly.
Again, there is absolutely no proof of this character being POC, and if the creator of the character said that it's POC, you need to show proof of that. I am literally so fucking tired of people taking characters that they don't know is a person of color and accusing people of whitewashing those characters. Fun fact, you can't whitewash a character that's already white, and if that character is white, then your entire argument is just ripped to fucking shreds.
She personified the amendments.
Okay? What exactly is the issue with this? At worst, it's a little bit cringe. Like, what's the issue here?
This entire redesign? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question.
Again, there is literally no fucking context to what is actually wrong with this. Lavendertowne took a character that was very often complained to have been a racist caricature of a black person and took that character and made it not a racist caricature of a black person, while still keeping its, the fact that she's a villain, and also keeping the fact that she's black. What is the issue with this? Like, she didn't whitewash the character, she didn't, ruin the character, she made the character better, she made the character not racist. What is wrong with this design? There is no context, not a single ounce of context. It literally just says, this redesign, question mark, question mark, question mark. There is no fucking context, and the fact that there is no fucking context is absolutely fucking horrendous. Can you see why on Twitter I complained about this Twitter thread?
Use the lipstick lesbian flag while knowing it had a bad history.
Now, anyone who knows about Lavendertowne and is a fan of her has probably heard this complaint. It's a very common complaint. The clip that is, being spread around is about to play, and yeah, you're about to see how absolutely stupid this claim is, and how this is very obviously, putting words in her mouth that did not come out of her mouth.
I know this flag isn't the most popular with everyone. It has kind of a complicated history, but it does seem to be the only one that is very recognizable.
Apparently, saying that something has a complicated history is the same thing as saying that something has a problematic history. That's totally the same fucking thing. She may have saw the discourse around the lipstick lesbian flag without actually knowing why that discourse was there. And she probably was just like, oh, it's fine, this is the more popular flag, so it can't be that bad, right? She probably did not realize that it was a transphobic flag. And even if she did, guess what? She made an updated version in her next Pride Flags video where she explained why she used the flag. I'm gonna play the entire clip here just for you guys to get the full context that this idiot left out of the thread.
Next up is the lesbian flag, and for those of you who watched my original video, you might be thinking, didn't you already do the lesbian flag? But this one is slightly different. It's a modification of the one that I used. This is called the sunset flag. Now, especially because this modification is so small and these flags still look so similar, I normally wouldn't redo it in this video, but there was a lot of people who were really upset, really angry actually, about a year and a half ago. Basically around 2020 or 2021, the sunset flag became so overwhelmingly more popular than the pink one that now people see the pink one and they think it's actually the same as the lipstick lesbian flag. In fact, this confusion is actually so prevalent that it's specifically mentioned in the Wikipedia page about the lesbian flag, which I did not realize until recently. But yeah, I mean, I sensed tension about the flag and which one was the right one to use and what it could be replaced by, even back when I made this original video, and that tension still exists. I actually already found someone saying that the sunset flag is now too close to the lipstick lesbian flag and that we need to change it to a different one. Keeping in mind that the pink flag had been around a lot longer and seemed to be the one that the lesbian community was most comfortable using in 2019, I hope you'll understand why I used it in my original video, and I hope you feel a lot better about the remake.
Yeah, so, she corrected it, acknowledged her mistake. What is the issue here? Oh, no, but if you acknowledge that this was a thing and that she, corrected her mistake after getting hate for it, while also explaining why she did what she did, that wouldn't make Lavendertowne seem very in the wrong, would it? So you can't add that. You have to leave out that context so you can get those good old Twitter likes, right?
This.
she romanticized a fictional serial killer from a horror movie. Oh my god, the horror. Don't let this person look up Jeff the Killer fan art on Google Images. And even if the serial killer character from this horror movie, I don't know the character's name, even if this character was, like, based on some kind of real serial killer, first of all, the inspirations have to be might be far enough apart to where they can be seen as separate things, like the real life killer and the fictional one. They could be seen as very, different things, and are only lightly inspired, meaning that I think it's fair game to make them into uwu cute boys. Second of all, even if it's like a direct copy or an almost direct copy of a real serial killer, you have to prove that Lavendertowne fucking knew that. God, this is so fucking stupid.
Her personifying dogs video is kinda... Sorry for the abrupt message, but I really wanted to mention that Lavendertowne has always seemed like racist, to put it bluntly. This is from a video If Dogs Were Human Characters, where she personified the Chow Chow into this. Like, really weird.
Huh. It looks like someone did some research. Wasn't you, though. Because, Chow Chows are dogs that come from northern China. So, no shit that a dog that comes from northern China is going to be personified as a northern Chinese person. And if the issue is the fact that the skin is pretty yellowy, then yeah, that's something I understand, and I think that's a reasonable complaint. But, the only issue with that is, maybe you should, tell Lavendertowne personally that, hey, this isn't the right way to color an Asian person's skin. And Lavendertowne, being the pretty reasonable person she is, seeing as she was being called a fucking transphobe and just politely bended to people's will when she was being fucking hated on and dumped on very disrespectfully, yet she responded to that extremely politely and respectfully. I do not think it'd be that out of the realm of possibilities that she would change the way she colors Asian skin tones if somebody were to politely ask her, hey, maybe you should color Asian skin tones this way instead of this way. So, maybe you should do that instead of calling somebody racist over probably just being uneducated at the fucking worst.
Also colors a black person like this in the same video, and the hair. Like, I don't know what she thought she was doing here.
Oh no, the skin is kind of ashy. This would probably be solved if someone were to come to Lavendertowne personally and let her know that the way that she is coloring these skin tones are not correct. It's almost like calling somebody racist and fueling cancel culture on the internet doesn't actually help them improve. Oh my god! And what the fuck is wrong with the hair? The Anon literally did not specify.
Although she might have improved, I kind of stopped following her after this, and it was made 4 years ago, so I don't know.
Yeah, she did improve. If you think that somebody has a very bad and possibly harmful mistake in their art, and that in the content that you are criticizing was posted 4 years ago, maybe you should do the bare minimum amount of fucking research and check and see if her newer art has those ashy skin tones or those yellowy skin tones. Oh my god, please, for the love of God, do the bare minimum, and I mean bare minimum amount of research to see if, the person you're trying to cancel has actually improved or not.
Oh boy, here's some more whitewashing. I have something on Lavendertowne. A while back, she made a video of making monsters into cute girls. She drew Red from Us, played by the most gorgeous actor ever. That person, and made her skin way lighter and just less dark. Like, this is an actual human being.
Now, I actually looked up this actress, right? Second image on Google was this, right? So, I color picked that, trying to get a good mid-tone and not the shadows or the highlights. I hope I did my best. And then I compared that to the image that was shown to be whitewashed, quote-unquote. They're almost the exact same color. you do know that human beings can be in different lightings, right? Like, the color of someone's skin will often depend on the lighting they're in when it comes to photos of people. You do understand the concept of lighting, right? And oh, what's this? It doesn't seem to show the full drawing in this. Let's look at that full drawing. Oh, what's that? She looks noticeably darker than in the work in progress. Wow, why didn't you show that one, huh? And no, I'm not giving OP leeway just because that they technically weren't the person who created this point. They just, posted it from their DMs from somebody else. But, if you're making a call-out post about somebody, but you won't bother to do the bare minimum amount of fact-checking that you need to do when a literal stranger comes up to you and is like, hey, here's a thing that you can use to cancel this artist. Maybe that's, something you should probably fact-check. And if you're not gonna do that bare minimum amount of research, that is as much of your fault as it is the Anon's.
More. Thank you, Anon. Hi, for the Lavendertowne thread, I just wanted to add that when she made a Percy Jackson movie redesigns video, when she redesigned Grover in the video, she made him white when he is black in the movie and names the title Fixing. So it's a very not good look proof here.
What are you talking about? It's literally not a race thing. It's just the fact that it doesn't look like the book. It has literally nothing to do with the race at all. The race of the character doesn't matter. What matters is the fact that he does not look like how he looked in the book, and that's the entire point of the series. Oh yeah, I really don't like the Giver movie because I think that making Jonas a literal fucking adult when he's supposed to be a 12-year-old in the book is really fucking stupid and was the absolute dumbest decision ever. I guess I'm ageist.
She also did a series where she drew the Chinese zodiac as cute girls, but gave the mouse girl buck teeth, a common anti-Asian stereotype in caricature.
It's a fucking mouse. And oh, why did she make the character Asian then? That was a bad choice. Chinese zodiacs. Chinese zodiacs. I might need to, say it slower for you. Chinese zodiacs. Do you see where I'm going with this? If you're making a character based on a Chinese zodiac, you might want to make the character Chinese. I know. I get it. It's kind of hard for your brain to process, but I'm gonna help you through it. Like, honestly, the buck teeth aren't even that pronounced. They're pretty fucking subtle, too. Now, sure, I'd understand being pissed off at this if this was, a not mouse character that just was Asian and they just gave it buck teeth. That'd be understandable. I would totally understand being pissed at that. I would understand. But, that's not what's happening here. It is a mouse character based on Chinese zodiacs. Like, are you kidding me?
Hey, so about your Lavendertowne thread, I don't know how relevant this is, but I found this thumbnail kind of suspect a while back. Emily in the Pretty Little Liars show is played by a Filipino actress, but she's white in the books. I don't know, this may be a nothing burger, but the thumbnail didn't sit right with me.
The thumbnail is iffy. Oh my god, you guys are so good at taking this shit out of context. It's genuinely fucking... Literally, her thumbnails for every single one of her By the Book series are like this, no matter the race of the fucking character. She isn't saying, Filipino bad, white good. She's saying, I like the book version better because it's the original, not because the character is white. Oh my god. Like, why are people trying to take shit as much out of context as they possibly can to try and villainize this poor fucking unproblematic artist?
Called a child sexy. You cannot excuse this.
Oh, trust me, in a little bit it's gonna be extremely obvious what's wrong with this point once you actually see the clip of them quote-unquote calling a child sexy.
Also, she drew characters from Genshin, so take that as you will.
Ah yes, don't actually explain what's wrong with drawing Genshin characters. Just say it as if it's bad without giving any kind of context to what actually makes it bad.
Thank you, Anon.
So with drawing Fischl, the first thing that really jumped out to me was this super sexy outfit.
Okay, we got a lot to go through. First of all, saying that somebody is sexy is not the same thing as saying that the outfit is sexy. They weren't complimenting the character in the outfit, they were complimenting the outfit. Second of all, I looked up this character's age, and it says that the character is, quote, at least 16 years old. So, this source may not be correct, and if it's not, then I would like to see a better source that proves me otherwise. But, if we're going off of this source, then, the character might not even be a minor. At least 16 years old includes 18, 19, 20, etc., etc. Like, there is no actual proof that this character is in fact a minor. And if there is proof, then I would like to see it. You should have put that in your Twitter thread. Third of all, assuming that this character is in fact a minor, you now need to prove that Lavendertowne in fact knew that this character was a minor. Oh my gosh, this can't be excused! Yes it fucking can, you're an idiot. We're nearing the end of the video, and we are getting to OP's closing statements. You guys are gonna absolutely freak the fuck out when you hear these closing fucking statements. I swear.
To the people being like, these are reaches. Yes, some of them are reaches, but also I'm taking most of these from people sending them to me.
First of all, admitting that you are literally scraping the bottom of the barrel is not a good thing to do when making a call-out post. Second of all, that is not an excuse. If somebody sends you something, then you fucking fact check it before you post it as if it's true. That is literally just that's just, did you not learn how to fact check shit in school? All you need to do is look at the video, maybe skim through it, look at stuff that could possibly show extra context. I did it in this video for you, and it disproved a shit ton of your points. Every single bit of research I've done for this video has been a Google search or YouTube search away. It is not that hard to fact check your shit.
Also, I D9 not care. She is a bad person, and I don't really give a dang anymore about her. So what if I'm reaching?
What do you mean, so what if I'm reaching? You do realize that this is, a real person, right? You aren't trying to cancel a robot here. This is a real person with a real life and real relationships. And, making a call-out post about somebody and then at the end admitting that you're reaching is just really fucking pretentious. This entire thread just leaks of just pretentiousness, I swear to God. Come on, if this isn't pretentious, I don't know what is.
I know I might be reaching, and I know that a lot of the points I'm making aren't really genuine, which is something I imply multiple times in this tweet, but, there was some genuine points in there, so, I'm excused for doing whatever I want.
What is wrong with you, genuinely? What the fuck are you on? What drugs are you smoking? Oh my god.
Either way, stop defending this woman with your lives. She's a bad person, just accept it. Even if there's some reaches.
God, you pretentious piece of shit, I swear. Oh my god. You literally admitted that you are unreliable and are not an unbiased source. And you're just gonna act like that's okay? You do realize that you're literally saying, hey guys, I'm a biased source and I just hate Lavendertowne, so I'm reaching so I can, try and cancel her, but I had
half a genuine point in there, so it's fine.
what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you fucking okay in the head?
There's also some genuine points in this thread. So, question mark, who cares?
Who cares? Maybe the person you're canceling, dipshit. It's genuinely sickening how terrible cancel culture is these days. A lot of people who support cancel culture, they do it with their heart in the right place. This is one of the people that are doing it because they just personally don't like the artist. They literally admitted to being a biased source of information. Because, why else would you reach? Because you're unbiased? No. People who reach for things to try and cancel people for, first of all, probably don't have much to actually cancel them for genuinely in the first place. If somebody actually deserves to be canceled, then you shouldn't need to reach at all. But also, people who reach for things to get mad at are usually people who already don't like that person and are trying to make that person seem like they're in a bad light. Apparently, painting somebody in a shitty light is totally okay because I had, one genuine point in there. What? Literally all of these points were reaching. Oh my god. I'm just so fucking baffled about how out of pocket this fucking thread is. Oh, this video was interesting to make. Thank you to the transgender carrot for voicing the Anons and the OP. And helping me to make this video. His channel link will be in the description along with the original Twitter thread. Yeah, I hope that you have a good day. Goodbye.